pick a card. As we get started, thank all of you guys for tuning in today. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video to make your selection. For those of you interested in information on products and services, you can visit astronauthoochi.etsy.com to check out our store. But always here on YouTube, we have the playlist, the About tab. Is there an About tab or the About section? Okay, with all of my contact information, social media outlets. All right, or feel free to check the description box, which the timestamps should be below. Now, I set the intention on the near future for you and the situation that comes to mind. It could be, and it's usually about a person, but for you, if there is another situation, feel free to take it as it resonates. And if it does not, leave it for someone else. Hit the thumbs up. I like thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. It's like an energy boost for the channel. And if it doesn't resonate, leave me comments. Let me know how I can improve. We will get started with group 1, which is the 8 of Wands. Group 2, you have our Knight of Cups. And, well, we have Son of Cups, same thing. And then group 3, you have the Elefante. All right, we will get started with group 1. Group 1, let's see what we got here. So you have your 8 of Wands, which actually came out last with the 10 of Cups. And yes, I'm excited because I saw the 10 of Cups with the Sun card just gave me like happy home, happy ending. And I watched the video today that is going to help me articulate this message, which I probably wouldn't have seen this way without it. So shout out to Spirit for that. There are transits that are happening right now. Okay. And some of you could also be a part of a collective. Energy-wise, you know, whatever your natal chart entitles or past life energy. And it was just something about, I heard Andromedans. Well, that makes sense because it was something about things happening faster. And luckily for you, it's not an energy of haste or anything like that. I feel that it's more so about action and something coming to fruition faster than you may expect it. So I like that, but not to jump the gun. And see, I'm jumping the gun. We'll start with the Sun card, where for some of you, it could talk about a union, happiness, sometimes children. It also talks about some awareness. And I like that the 4 birds are in each corner. So it's like from every direction, any way possible that you can think of, as well as the 4 swords that talks about healing and victory. Now, at times, when you see this pupil energy, right, it could be coming from source for those of you that are in deep meditation. And as far as my 10 of Cups, I also see that as like the brain at times, you know, our configuration or how things are being configured for you. I feel that it's healing. And I wanted to say fixing something, but I don't know if that's appropriate or it sounds right. The 10 of Cups points to, like I said, a happy ending. Usually there's like a family and children, the yard, the dogs, like everything. Ha, ha. You have all of the rays, whereas here you have predominantly the yellow rays with some red that gives me the solar plexus and the sacral, right? And how it's intertwined and connecting to all of the other areas within your energy. And since as above is so below, that may incarnate itself into life, right? Because look at that, boom. Now here we have the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral down, right? Oh, all of them actually, because I think the tip is the crown. So something is possibly being sent that gives you this happiness. Others of you are encouraged to take action now on things that you walked away from in that 8 of Cups, or now with the answers that you seek coming out of confusion. It's like take action without any delays. Now, some of you, there could be messages, like literal messages. Some of you, there could be traveling or dating people from other cultures, someone that stays at a distance, maybe a distant relationship, and or the energy or this collective and network either meeting up and gathering or something like that, or just something taking off quite fast, and I like it. Now, we'll take clarifiers for you and also look at the oracle cards. I love that. The number 12 with balance is giving me, this is what brings about this happiness. Our actions are involved. If this is a union or a relationship, things will be reciprocated. I feel like you've waited for this, or for some of you guys, waiting on someone to turn it around, right? Usually when the hangman is in its correct position, it doesn't, go up into reverse, out of surrender mode and into action until the sun hits, right? Until whatever this thing is that you connect with. For some of you guys, it's source. For others of you, it's a union that brings about this connectivity that causes this action or these messages. So somebody could, I don't want to say an aha moment, because that would be more like the Ace of Wands, but it is starting, with this 8 wands, it gives that, but I don't want to put it, there where it isn't. The Tower is also like an aha moment, and there is the little thunderbolt or whatever. So I think these cards are being presented because it's not an unfavorable, unexpected situation, or things like moving fast in a way that may not be healthy or whatever. Now, the balance card reads, frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our 3-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. So that's why I felt this as above, so below. Something is unifying. I feel like who you are, or what this union is in the spiritual world, could be manifesting itself into the physical. And that's why whatever you've been going through, and Spirit said collecting, okay, whatever they've been, having going on, and Spirit said it's more about you, okay, cool. That's why this thing happens so fast, and it's like motion, okay? So that's kind of cool. Now, you also have purpose. So I feel that this is more of a purpose-driven sort of situation for a lot of you. It may not involve another person unless that person is in alignment with your purpose. And that could only be a soulmate or a twin flame. Sometimes it is a practical partner. When the twin flame soulmate thing doesn't work out well, a practical partner comes in as a healing agent, as something that was manifested, someone who matched your energy better if the others in your environment did not. Where fate and destiny have a war, and destiny wins, because whatever was written, is being altered. So I love that as well. Now, balance and purpose. So with the hangman energy, because I'm still looking at that number 12, doesn't have to be significant to the hangman. I mean, there's 12 hours in the day, 12 hours at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get the 24 hours in a day. Those things, and look, this is even like a clock, okay? So maybe action, timing, happiness. If I see some pentacles coming out, or the Mother of Pentacles, we are getting it all done and in a favorable way, right? Now, with the purpose card, it says, I know what I am here to do. Now, I would love for you guys to be manifesting partners, or have a partner that you're currently with, or have some experience with, that has found the light, okay? Also, the hangman represents being like a prophecy of some sort, and or for some of you, just having this gift or this ability, and maybe that drives you, or some action or some motion within that, where we just had the full buck moon. It talks about the antlers falling off, new antlers growing. And I don't know, I've kind of been at this whole tarot astrology thing for a while. And this year, the buck moon seemed more important. I don't know why. So this is also the energy that would be on the antlers. Okay, this could be kind of like a grid. Usually my grid is my Wheel of Fortune card, but it still has the tangles, the cords and the connections. And Mercury is going into retrograde. So there could be multiple people coming into balance and understanding their purpose. Now, we'll see what cards are supporting these cards. But if you have multiple suitors or multiple options, it just seems like, I mean, with the Eight of Cups, a lot of things that you may have had to walk away from resurfacing, like, you know, ready to take action. The sacral is also where, and these are a lot of chords, god damn. Like if I looked at the sun chord, if I looked at the sun card in a manner that I'm looking at the Ten of Cups, these are an infinite amount of chords, which gives me like this whole beginning to end thing, and something, it's almost given like shocking, but it's like happiness. So a happy shock for some of you, and maybe several things coming together. I don't care. It could be closure. It could be answers. It could be results, resolve. And it's just this state of bliss. And the state of bliss could include, you know, the things that you want, the things that you love, the people closest to you or that you imagined yourself with. And I think that that is like not only adorable, but amazing. For the purpose-driven individuals, you could be connected to the sun babies, right? I'm one of them. Usually you have like a soul number, a life path number, a birthday, or usually it's a birthday that is like a 1 or a 0, 19, 28, anything that has a sum of 10 that results back to the 1, which is a 10 here. So that's crazy. You have 19, 10, and then the number 8. That is crazy. So that's still 10, because you have 1, 1, and 8 is also 10. And then it could be even like 28, which is the second decan of Pisces. And it came up earlier today with the Father of Cups. And if that's significant to a certain collective or a group of starseeds, then that would be like the originators, you know, the whale, the orcas, everything that dropped out of the sky and fell into that water that created everything that is today. You know what I'm saying? Super dope. So let's check out some clarifiers and see what's going on with you or them or that. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for the sun card. I see leap year. That's crazy. I'm playing the playlist because I said, Spirit, can I have some music? Because I used to play this music when I came back to YouTube, and I just felt like inspired to do it today. So this is track 2 of 29. So I thought of Leap Day or something like that, or 22 and 9. I don't know. Yes, I am into numerology. Okay, and I'm trying not to push the issue here, but clarifying the sun card, you have the tiger. The tiger is about drive. All right, the tiger is about prosperity, energy. This is about power. I recently saw something online where it was a whole flock of lioness, right? And the caption said that if they all gang up to get you, then understand how powerful you are. So for some of you, there is power, and your energy or the source of your power, your desires or whatever is coming from spirit. So take action on things that make you happy, complete things. Whatever you start, try to finish it, and don't waste any time. The bee is a worker, is my Beyonce card. And it also points to someone or something that is effective and is necessary for the ecosystem. It also talks about the transfer of the information. Some of you could be messengers, and this is a different way to say it, but the bee, you know, takes the pollen, and ain't that what it's something like that, right? It does something and then does something and it transfers and whoop, whoop. So it's necessary and essential. Okay. Now you also have the sea serpent and the hummingbird. So some of you, these things that could be coming to be were not easily gained. You could have been guided And, you know, sometimes, like with the food card, kicked off the cliff when you didn't jump. This ain't happening this time, okay? I would tell you, I would be honest. You got a lot of speed. You got a lot of attention. You got a lot of fire. You got a lot of yellow. You got a lot of orange. So for some of us, it's like focus on that. I'm focusing on those colors. I'm focusing on the sacral chakra. I'm focusing on the solar plexus. And you need to be driven. If you don't have the energy, you're going to have to get some. And I feel like it's all in your mind. For some of you, it's in your head and not like your thoughts or thinking. I feel that it's more so about repetition, past lives, and the connection that each chakra may have to your experiences. Now, if I take it away from purpose, even though purpose is on the table, and we tie it to a desire or something that has your attention, this is the present. So something presenting itself, that is beautiful. I like it. It also is crossed by this taking action toward the past direction, because I'm looking at the sun card with those 4 birds, and so it tells me something about the 4 directions. And we have the front facing, which is the present. We also have a past, and we have another present. So it's like, why is the past crossing? It's because people are running back, or someone's running back, or something is running back that could have had your attention, or you wanted their attention with these soulmates and these cups, okay? They may have seen something, heard something, felt something, and there you have it. A tiger and a cheetah, those are both, like I said, fire, but this one is lit, okay? This one is lit, kind of like the effects of whatever this advice or outcome is. This one, the cheetah could also, it's focus, it's your attention too, okay? It's definitely it's mostly your attention. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the camel, which has been on a long journey. It's dry, right? But the water's deep down inside. That could be love. That could be consciousness. Whatever was in those cups, you preserved some, okay? Like amber preserves like history. Ooh, this is cute. And then at the top of the deck, you have the cosmic egg, which usually is significant to something that hasn't took form yet, hasn't taken a form yet, but has the potential to. It's kind of like the world card with the energy of the food card. So it's like a start to finish kind of thing. And I feel like start to finish, something could take off, and it may have something to do with, like I said, a strong desire, a person, or your purpose, okay? So don't give in, and you are being guided. If this is purpose-driven, I feel that it's related to energy and some chords and connections, and Spirit is trying to give a message here, because look at the colors. Focus on the colors. I'm focused on the colors and the chords, okay? You got the 6 of Swords, which is moving away from troubled waters, calming the mind, and then the 5 of Swords challenging it in the center, where it's some things that have your attention, something maybe in your home. Sometimes the home is the body, and bam, look at that. And then remember when I said a yes to your question, something we're in split minds about, but we're being guided toward. This is that Ace of Wands that I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, the Ace of Wands could have came out if that's what it was. And here it is. So I think that that's super dope. I'm going to look at one more card off the top before I shuffle. Man, say, stop playing. We have the World card. I will set a disclaimer that some of you that have been stuck in romantic cycles that are predominantly sexual, intimate relationships, strong desires and magnetic pulls or whatnot, and it being over as soon as it starts, it's telling you something about your purpose, or there may need to be more of a focus on your purpose and or home life and family. Not gonna lie, I had to throw that out there, because the finances and the disappointment and the receptivity, the reciprocity, the support is probably not given from that person who tends to have one foot in and one foot out. Now, if that isn't about a person or a relationship, that is a person currently that, you know, if we're talking about your purpose and being driven, we 1 foot in, 1 foot out, got some anxieties about it, which leads to regret, negative thoughts, feelings of sadness, missed opportunities, you know, and that, and emotional, being emotionally overwhelmed. Okay, so it's like you're gonna have to speak up, and usually speak up could talk about our choices. When you want something, make choices that are in favor of those choices. That's how you speak to the universe, where we focus our attention on, what gives us chill bumps, what we do have the energy to do, even when we feel like we don't have the energy to do nothing. There's your purpose. There's your part, your person. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. Somebody who like, yeah, it's like, don't have the energy to do. They, you know, they're gonna always make time or have energy for whatever, yeah, whatever it is. I like this. There may have been a loss, some dark nights, non-committal from you or a person, but this newfound awareness, and the stage that is being set, this appreciation, this I see you, because they've had some sort of contact or visualization from the other side. Could be you having dreams or seeing things in meditation. Maybe you opened your heart. Maybe you activated your Merkaba. Maybe you've had the dark night of the soul and even felt what it feels like to be appreciated and have, you know, center stage. But now, what? You know, we got the 2 swords. It's literally, could be a now what, may be at the crossroad, could be refusing to see, and someone who may be confused about what their purpose is or is struggling with all of the non-favorable things that I stated. The 2 of swords is like at that crossroad of which way you're going to go. Now, Spirit is saying either way you go should be okay, because you got 4 directions in the Sun card. You got the Ace of Wands, which is a yes. You're just needing to take action towards something. And that sounds pretty much like a person who, within reason, because we all got free will, you know, I don't like the heartbreak that it could have caused for the people dealing with them, but just as a coach that has to be non-biased, okay, I get people being non-committal, flaky, not wanting to settle down and breaking promises, all, you know, lower, darker energies that we could all at any moment do to others or ourselves and grow through and learn from. Having some sort of vision now for something, and it leading them back to what the strongest desire or this feeling that they felt or the happiness they had with something from their past that seemed to be not only profitable but stimulating, and that could be you. And for you, that could be this thing that is your purpose, so you shouldn't have any confusion about it. Now with the 8 of Wands, this is attention. Again, back to the present moment. Calm down, cooled off a little bit. These 10 of Cups, overwhelming emotions, being impulsive a bit. Taking action, going the distance. With the Camel, burnt out. It's a lot of spirits that focus on the colors. So yeah, so here we have a little green, little heart, little money. So if you had been in survival mode with the Tiger, chasing dreams, trying to figure shit out with the Cheetah, the Deer is a little bit more abundant. It's kind of like the alfalfa root of my cards, which is calm to be used in hoodoo practice. You put it in the cupboard, you'll never go hungry. Okay. It could also be used in money luck, little shandakles. But the Deer is what I kind of mentioned about possibly the Mother of Pentacles. Remember I said that? What did I say when I said that though? I forgot. I said it though. You can rewind it. I did say it. And even though this isn't the Mother of Pentacles, there's nothing physical involved just yet. It's more so possibly about archetypes and the advice that's given through these spirit animals or the stories that they tell. Oh, I kid you not. I mean, y'all ain't heard me shuffle a... Man, Spirit be looking out. So there is my Mother of Pentacles. Behind her is the Four of Cups. And here I have the Magician. Oh my God, look, for some of you, you got the Fool with a Magician and the Four of Cups. So this is either a jack of all trade that really hasn't mastered anything yet, and then does, having more than enough through wisdom, through separation, through perfection, which is temperance, right? Now, the shadow energy in the Four of Cups is knowing when to say when enough is enough, when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to something that you're learning to do or using your tools to do. It may have been something recently started, and then you don't want to do it. You get exactly what you want, and then you don't even want it. And I feel that the advice would be to be practical, to do what makes sense. Okay? Maybe this person that you walked away from or that walked away from you says that. Do what makes sense. I do see the Lovers. I saw the Three of Swords. We're still getting that 10 of Wands in reverse for some of us with the Devil card and the Beaver. So this obsession with work, this obsession with pleasing people and all that kind of stuff, my cup suits, you probably have completed that with the 10 of Cups in the center. And now focusing our attention on what is next, the Wands, taking action. The relationships that they have are different. They cater to each other. It's a grandmother who is now going to be possibly the matriarch of the next the next generations. And then you have the Father of Wands, who is driven, who's the driver. So they get a lot done. You know what I mean? The Pentacles could have had things handed to them, could have earned it through investments, but what they physically actually did, how much energy they put into something, I don't know. It ain't really the strength in their storyline. So I like it, and I hope you did too. We will get to group 2. Group 2, you have the Son of Cups coming in with a lot of shadow in the cup. So there may have been some shadow work done. Usually if it's contained, it's in the cup, the cups aren't spilling over. So I do like that. It may be an offer in motion. You have the Bear, ooh, and the Horse. Also, ooh, and if you say, well, why are you saying, ooh, we about to talk about it. You have the Sun and the Moon, which is divine. All right, so we have both energies, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And then we have water. We have consciousness, because it's not the subconscious, but it also could represent our emotions and our reactions and our actions in motion in reference to things that matter near and dear to our hearts. So you also have, and it's like, I want to see it because I'm open to what's next for you. Some of the other groups could have been about purpose and also relationships, which sometimes they go hand in hand with soulmates, maybe. So it's like, before I go in deep, let's go ahead and take a look-see. Ooh, where you have freedom. And then I'll put this one on top when we finish discussing this. And look at the pink with the blue. Now, I think actions, willpower, there. Okay? I'm noticing that what's protecting it or surrounding it here is the blue, and that's the throat chakra blue. That's not third eye blue, okay? Because I've been learning my blues, right? It could be some. It may be, but definitely the crown and the throat. Okay? The crown is protecting it, actually, which is more of a violet, which could also be the third eye. So it's like, which one is it? Because the purple may be connected to the crown. So it's like, whatever this is, it represents some sort of completion, which does number 21. Very confident, very beautiful, It's like a lotus flower. Usually they have stars and geometric shapes in this deck, but to see the little flower, it grew. And it may have always had the capacity to be like this, or it may have grown into it, but it gives life. And I love it. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless potential and possibility, boundless expression, and bold exploration. So to explore means to have shed from fear. And boundless expression only comes when that throat chakra is intact and is necessary for communicating how others see us, and for what you're manifesting. Now, the limitless possibilities and potential is definitely my High Priestess energy, as well as my Page of Pentacles. So it is giving divine. And if you're not a child, there are things that may have been worked through, cycles that could have been completed from early in childhood up until adulthood. It does give growth. You, group 2, may be released from certain restrictions because you're coming out of hibernation, or others of you could be in this awakening. This awakening could have something to do with a heart activation, which firstly is going to kick your ass possibly and pull that stuff out of the heart that is negatively affecting you, because I think by default we are limitless. But it's some things that is within us from past lives and our energy or even present experiences, down to our blood cells, bone marrow, brain, neurological system, and so on and so forth. I think those things sometimes hinder us. I think naturally, if humans had the capacity to be full and whole, like in the world card, by birth, we wouldn't go through all of these lessons and learning and obstacle courses. There would be no shadow work, there wouldn't be awakenings or whatever, because we would already 100% each time match the occasion or meet the occasion. You know what I'm saying? We would be dressed appropriately every time for the job. But life doesn't seem to always work that way, which is why the tarot suit goes from 1 to 21. And we work our way from the 0 to the 21. And if I had to express or explain how we're moving, for some of you, it's like you are the muscle. Like if I had to pick any card to go fast or take action to speed things up, because I am easily distracted, emotional, or could give up a little faster than the average person, because the season, usually the bears hibernate. They save up things and are resourceful because of how winters can be. That's hard on them. Everybody's scared of them, right? Or even hunt them. So it's not super favorable all the time for the bear. It's like a bittersweet sort of thing that comes from the bear. And here's the bittersweet, because you got the sweet Knight of Cups with the shadow in the cup. But it's like, how do we move through this, or once we're released from this? It's like a clear shot. Now for you guys, this could most definitely be involving you and a goal, and or a person, because in the Chariot, it does talk about opposing opposites. Usually the knights are on horses, but in this deck, it is a swan. A swan usually reflects, doing some sort of reflection, or doing some sort of reflecting. And if I said on what, things that matter nearest dearest to them, or if they want to quit or not, as well as all of the spooky stuff in this cup, or everything that I've explained, like the journey that they've been on, right? The bear is heading toward that, just now waking up in another phase. Oh, so that could be why it's just one horse. Because if I've about done all of this, or need to do all of this, and somebody else is here, it's kind of like the reason why I'm not where I want to be, or a little bit behind my partner, is because of hibernating in slumber and sleep and trying to catch up. And then trying to catch up, but not coming in as the swift Knight of Wands or the diligent, committed Knight of Pentacles. I'm also the person who possibly would, have a meltdown, become destructive, and want to quit. It's like, that's racing against time. You don't have to race against time. Now look at this. The additional card that we have is indecision. And I use my intuition, in all aspects of my life. Trust is here. Freedom and indecision. You don't have to be indecisive because you have the freedom to choose. That's what I'm getting. Indecision is also like Seven of Cups, which is like confusion. Favorably though, the Seven of Cups is also connected to manifesting and reflecting on self. Reflecting on self and not being confident. So mirror magic, just looking at yourself right there. That's what I said. I talked about this the other day, where in Reiki, you look at yourself in the mirror, where the third eye is, and give energy to yourself, because you're going to need it. You're just coming out of a slumber or whatever season you were being protected from, hibernation, sleep, and you having this awakening, which could be draining. It could be hard on an individual who, like I said again, may have been on a long road alone. Okay. This is what is important to you, what feels good to you. And that is also how lovers return. So hopefully, right, especially if you're dealing with, no shade, air signs, for them to be the air dude, that I guess because of the shadow, they are the most indecisive, I think. I don't really get a lot of indecision unless there's fear involved, and that would probably be from water signs or earth signs in shadow. So yeah, I bet y'all like, well, damn, what else, right? So this, we're not going to sign bash right now. But let's take some clarifiers and see what comes of it. For the horse, I saw 10 Pentacles. I see the stingray. So that's getting to the bag and having a backbone. It came out, okay. It heard its name. Now the stingray definitely talks about a backbone. And we do have the Lovers right here. Okay, why would we need a backbone? I see the Magician and I see the Raccoon. Oh, okay, so I see somebody who is charming, swift, and a smooth talker. That's why the Son of Cups are here. Now we're getting somewhere. And the Muscle. Oh my gosh, yeah, no. I heard somebody call somebody that before. I think that's why I keep saying it. And it's kind of like the Mustang, like the car. It's like if a guy wanted a sporty, fast, fun car, it would be the Muscle. And so if you are the Muscle to somebody, and the Freedom card, the 21, which is like the World card, is to have confidence and to stand on 10, which actually is standing on 11 because it's Libra right there by her foot. It just says that you may be in split minds, but your intuition is right. And having more confidence and releasing yourself by standing up for yourself in a situation may be important. Okay? Real clear. It's a choice. Okay? If it's not you, someone else. Now this is focus. This is the future. This is being direct. Ooh. But the problem is shy and hiding things and lacking confidence. So if this is like for your purpose and in life, speak. What word am I looking for? Be assertive. That's what it would say. Be assertive. This is a stallion with a backbone. Be assertive. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the bear. Okay, who now I want to say, what Kojak trying to come out the hibernation? You could be a Taurus. For some of you, it's the Hierophant. Then I saw the King of Swords. Whoever this is did not compromise or does not compromise well. It also talks about a divine plan for some of you. So for some of you, if source is involved, because I do see the sun in the background, then it could be orchestrated. That still don't mean don't have a backbone and stand up for yourself. I see Capricorn, so your fears, or the fears that someone has, the things that they were binded to, could cause them to hide the truth. Ooh, look, the truth. But see, they're not connected to spirit or like their higher selves because there's a separation of some sort. Oh, look. It could also be the truth behind the separation or knowing the truth. And this is also doing some reflecting on what they know to be true. And then ultimately they become their higher selves. Now, this could be you, this could be them, because there's the Son of Cups. And this is the Lovers came out too. And it's supposed to be two of them, but it's just one of them moving forward because one of them sleep. And this could be a spiritual union because I got the Hierophant again. I think this is the Sun card. Oh, it's the Magician, Lord Jesus. Maybe gaining some sort of awareness. Because see, the Hierophant has learned and is gatekeeping. The Magician is moving along in the journey, trying to collect the tools. The Hierophant done collected the tools and is like the guardian of them. Okay? So, there's that. Don't nobody want a stingy partner. Somebody who could help and don't is insane. So, let's get it clarified for the bear. Yikes. Who are you? I think Spirit is doing this for a person. Because I asked if I should turn this 10 of Wands around. I think I did. Maybe I didn't because Spirit said don't. But there's that stretching oneself. Now, if someone needs to stretch because you've been pent up for a while, then do that. And see how usually the Kundalini energy or what the serpent is coiled at the base. This is stretched out. So you need to do some more stretching. Because it's been a minute. Okay, it's like, what has it been a minute for? My God. Okay, balancing out. And see, when did this get in the reverse? The wolf is the leader of the pack. This is someone appointed to lead. And I feel like Spirit stepped in because they didn't. They ain't led. Did I say lead? Is that a word? Oh my God. I ain't never seen my wolf upside down. Oh, and this could be why. So there could be a Capricorn involved, or like I said, the things that bind us that we're not actually binded to, but mentally conditioned, or, you know, the worldly things, right? So we got the Chariot, Mortorian energy, and it does talk about those opposing opposites, and the favorable advice for that is to have a common goal, but somebody not doing the work. How you having an awakening and not doing the work? Maybe they going to. Maybe they just now coming into this awakening and it's going to take them a little time to do the work, whereas somebody else move a little bit faster and you've uncoiled your serpent type deal. Somebody else might be a little bit stuck, but they see you though. Okay, this is like the Wheel of Fortune, and it's like fate or destiny type thing. This is the Spider, and then you have the Black Egg again, but this time with the Nine of Wands. So it's like the Akashic Records for some of you, doing shadow work in that realm. I have some amazing guided meditations to help you see things that Source may want you to see, or see some things that you're not hearing. Not that it's you, it could be them too. But the Nine of Wands is the guarder, right? Guarding your heart. And then the Spider is sometimes protective, but that's more like the tarantula. So let me see real quick. Because my Spider card is usually just that web connects me to the web that we weave, which is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. Now the horse talks about momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. It represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck, and it provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. I love that. Achieves anything, never gives up. But when out of balance, runs away and feels weak. So to get it in balance, strength training. Now what clarified it, which was crazy. And if you say, why is that? Why is it crazy? Because I always say that. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. I just do, I don't know. Don't judge me. With the stingray clarifying the horse, hold on. I wanted to see it. Is it in here? The spider came up. Like, it is my turn. This is developing confidence, a self-esteem, and a spine. So we did talk about that, the backbone. Eager and wants to grow when balanced. When out of balance, blames others and quits. And oh my God, with the Knight of Cups right there, which Knight of Cups are you gonna be? Damn, man. All right. So anyways, the bear, I think I hit that. Okay, that sounds weird. The bear, the hibernation, the awakening. I will see if there was any other inspiration there. Did I move? Oh, okay. It's in the same, I'm looking at it. It's in the same suit with, and now why was the wolf upside down? Judgmental and dominating. Practice letting go. When upright, which it usually is, reliable, democratic, and fearless. And see, this time y'all saw it. So it's just like, we got to be fearless, babes. Like, what's going on? Now, the bear is beginning anew. Waking from spiritual slumber. When in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. But when out of balance, withdrawal, lethargy, and heaviness. So movement and exercise may be important. And the 10 of Wands is like strength training. And or a trainer. So somebody is like, work with someone who, can help to reprogram or train whatever aspect of you have been asleep. And so a spiritual slumber says, for the spiritual people that isolate themselves and move away from everything that no longer serves them and stuff like that. So now we got to get back into action and doing things, and you ain't gonna want to, and you probably gonna want to quit. So you need to be motivated and or to have a trainer or a mentor or something like that, a leader of your collective or whatnot, to, if not support, right, buy a class. Y'all love to just, anyway, you can for free do your own research, look into the community, see what opportunities you have, or here on YouTube on just how to and what best practices for physical strength, like for real stretching, working out. Most of us, because the pandemic kind of taught us all how to try and maintain some level of normality in a slumber. So the little workout things, you can get one and set it up with your desk or just put it in the corner. The little TikTokers use them for modeling clothes and making cooler videos, but you don't have to get a very expensive treadmill, get a little walker, just do little stuff. If it's not about like physical fitness, if it's about physical activities, you're not going to want to do it. Have a backbone. That's what that standing up is. Keep the momentum going by having a backbone and having confidence. I don't want to fuss at y'all though. The spider is the creator of its prosperity through life's work. Now, some of you have done the work and you have just generated prosperity through your work and your effort and in uncoiling your serpent. So you are free and you will see the momentum building, even if right now you're a bit indecisive in if it worked. Am I doing it right type deal. So group 2, that's what I got. I do hope that it helps. And we are going to move to group 3. Group 3, it is your turn, beloved. you have the magnificent Elefante. All right, I could have some sister friends up in here. We got the Delta state, because y'all know I took the hypnosis therapy, quantum healing training, and got licensed or whatnot. And the theta state is favorable so that there's some level of consciousness. But for those of you that are just wanting to go deep down in and do some astral projecting and all kind of stuff, the delta state, right? Is there a delta state? Why I just keep saying delta state? I think it is. It's like gamma theta. It's just like the sororities and stuff. Anyway, y'all get what I'm talking about. It didn't even got the red dot, so I know what I'm saying. Baby done been through something, because what is going on? They done took his stuff, okay, because he's valuable. And they just, oh my God, and he kept going anyway. Like, God damn, he done been through the forest. This elephant is unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. One-pointed focus, generous and loving, I love that. But when out of balance, misunderstands fate. That's annoying. Okay. Then to bring into balance, we have trust. So for you, group 3, we could be talking about trust here. You have the tarantula, which is the protector, protecting you from things. Oh my gosh. And I have been here, I do believe. Now, what this is you may be open and susceptible to things because you are on a journey, looking for signs, meeting people, getting into situations, and feeling like some of these things are destined and fated. It may become, maybe not. Now, this is just a point that I'm giving, right? You may become disappointed because it ain't that. And the tarantula is usually a sign that you are being protected. This is not going to work, and I am going to remove this from you. Okay? So that you can focus, because it's supposed to be a focus on a certain thing, and anything out of alignment with that particular focus, you yourself may be responsible for making that choice or decision, but thankfully to you, you're also being protected. All right? And then with the 8 of Pentacles here, for some of you, the focus could be on work and or mastery of some sort of a thing. And mastery is favorable because then you get to do something else. You get gifts and activating other areas of you or your living experience. But I started with the elephant because it was on top. And it is said that the elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, the elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. So you got good fortune coming to you from that one thing you're supposed to be focused on right now. And Spirit says, no, okay, maybe it's not one thing you're supposed to be focusing on, but the elephant does have one focus. Jeez. It does say that, it is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles. Oh my gosh, Spirit has so many cards in this deck, or just so many different aspects of itself that does that. It's like, God damn. And see, I was right when I said, like, you be thinking stuff and you go for something, but it don't be that. And then you learn from that. And then you keep going and it'll happen again. It might. I'm not wishing that on you. It's just usually how it works, especially if it is fated or you're going through experience to teach you something about your belief system about fate. Because I lose all common sense behind something I think is fate. And then it will kick you in your ass, because why would you do that? Why would you let your guard down to new things like that? Like fate is, with the way real life could be, being overly naive sometimes And see, it's just like the card, because I think the elephant is kind of naive to accept going on this journey blindly and seeing nothing but what's beneath its feet, but can't see around it. That's why it says one focus, because I don't think they got peripheral. It's kind of like the chariot on a good day. Even with the horses running wild and being ignorant, it's still moving in one direction. Which is crazy. But yeah, so the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. And didn't I start out by saying trust? Oh my God, it will interfere with your trust. Jeez Louise. If it's relationships, trust issues. If it's spiritual and it's like source why, spirit why, what the F, trust issues. Because now, I'm questioning some things. So what the F again? And just imagine like giving your all in new partnerships or new projects and thinking, I'm walking with God, or, like the spirit is, I'm guided and protected. Ain't that what everybody say? But everything don't go your way. Oh my God. I know how that feel. That is insane. And it is going to do something to you that could ultimately become beautiful and make you a super more dope person. To laugh a little, to lighten up, to have more confidence and things of that nature. Or it's just going to piss you off. And you're going to get caught up in that web. I ain't going to hold you. And that spider is what we're focused on. So, okay. Now move it away from my antics, right? My comic relief. But it says, real quick, it says, trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. That is a fact, because you're going to learn a lot about yourself in those moments. I will say that. Now, what's hilarious is, it's not hilarious. Jesus, I'm just goofy. We have to, if this is a one focus thing and we got to focus on one thing, it's giving to focus on the center of this web. Okay, I can do that. Now the tarantula, and I don't know why I'm going backwards. I don't think I did this for anyone else. I laid the cards out. I probably did. I don't know, but I like it. And this is how we're gonna do this way. I'm noticing they're both fire symbols, even though I would take the elephant to be like a water or earth. It's giving fire, and I think it's significant to the trust, which is why some religions use it as in, I trust, irregardless of the truth or the facts or what I see, this thing because of your faith and your belief or whatever. And that's amazing. So you got faith, or are being asked to have faith and belief in something, even if you don't see it yet. And that is something with this 8 of Pentacles that I have to tell my business clients all the time, because they'll get a reading thinking they slick and ask me if something is going to work for them. And tarot, spirit, don't play games with people. They don't care about you paying to get your question answered. If you're on a spiritual journey and a pivotal point of it, and you ask spirit a question, you're going to get the answer that's necessary for your life. The reader is not going to go against spirit, and spirit ain't going to even give the reader the information. It's going to give it what you need, which could be unclear as motherfucker. And that's what you get. Because you're asking if something is going to work. And if it doesn't, I ain't doing it. Like, who do you think you are? Because most people, now I'll take that back. Some people had to go through trial and error, a lifetime worth, a decade worth, a year's worth, hours worth, I don't know, to find the correct solution, the correct formula, the correct algorithm, the correct flow. They work for that. And then other people, which I like this part, didn't give a fuck if it failed or not. They actually were going to make it work or die with it. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is all I'm going to do. This is who I am. This is all I am. And that's like the lady who started the Spanx. I think she stole it from somebody, because that just sounds like something another culture of people created first. But this ain't that kind of conversation. But I read her story because I just like hanging out with billionaires, you know. And she had years, bro, where she didn't make a dime. But luckily for her, she had family that paid her rent for 3 years here, a year there, because she did not make a dime. And she didn't give a fuck. And she kept going because it was her thing, and she kept going because it was her thing, and it flopped and it fluked, and everybody else was doing it, and I think somebody did it better than her. Then she fought for that because I think it was supposed to be her idea or her little invention, and then it flopped and it fluked and it wasn't in. And then the season came where it wasn't only in, but it was it. And she's now a lady billionaire boss or whatnot. So if that's what could be the process in becoming successful at a thing, you don't have to be a billionaire, but just for your thing to finally work, this relationship, life itself, your project, your goals, whatever it is you're focused on. If the most successful people in this world have the most interesting goosebump stories to tell, and then you sit there and say, well, I'm not going to start if it doesn't work. Do you even hear you? And just imagine spirit, source, your guides, or an investor looking you in the face when you say that. So I just want to throw that out there. But the tarantula is telling you to follow your intuition. If you are out of balance, it says that you may hesitate or over intellectualize it. So daily journaling could be for you. Now, the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. So you have trust is the advice. The challenge is in a decision. It also involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. This is connected to dharma. Your focus is supposed to be on that. And it says a habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you. Damn. From your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. I do that every day. The minute I almost am fully human and I think about things that make sense to think about, whether it's practical or intellectual, I will stop myself and say, that's not going to help you energetically, emotionally, or mentally get through this. So just stop doing that. I tell myself, it ain't every day. It could be the moon phase. It could be something I saw on TV. It could be an unexpected thing that pops up. And I do have to like readjust and say, that is this thing that's happening is true. It does make sense. You have the right to be aware or feel it or whatever. But if it takes you away from your focus, makes you feel bad, makes you act different, makes you, how bad do you want to get to where you going? How much do you trust yourself? Because see, I done fell out of trust with everything and everybody before. God itself, spirit, source, all the holy ancestors, family, friends, partners. Like I have fell out of trust with everybody at a point. I ain't gonna hold you. And the only thing that got me through to not giving up completely was, I don't care if it was like the truth or my ego that said you can't give up on your fucking self, because then you ain't half the shit you think you is. If you give up on yourself now, if you think you really, really cold, right? You think you are whatever it is you think you are. How you gonna give up on yourself? Because you are all that you think you is, right? So that's my thread. Now, for some people, it is God and all that stuff, and it is for me too, like a higher power. Because if I didn't have a higher power, I wouldn't have had this invisible higher power to be mad at, that I trusted, and ended up in some situations or with people that I was like, how did you let me do that? So at the end of the day, if you do lose all trust, I'm just throwing out a bone for you, baby, so you don't quit, or that so that you can reshift your focus or your feelings and trust yourself at the least. Now, that was pretty bold for this spider to come up in this reading talking about something from your past possibly sidetracking you, and then you got this Eight of Pentacles next to it. Huh. It says the tarantula hovers patient and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. And I love that. So we focused on this. And what's all this? That is the web that we weave, right? The Eight of Pentacles does talk about mastery, perfection, working at night, doing something over and over and over. What are y'all doing at night? Because it's dark around the elephant as well. And then all of this red and the tarantula gives like the root chakra, so it could have something to do with your livelihood, your prosperity. Because it's been a lot of red and yellow today for this particular group, for this particular reading. So I think I'm going to put that as the caption, and it's like, what is connected to the root, the sacral and the solar plexus? It's just like, it's like something between this third dimension and source. It's like something between here and there type deal. Very interesting. Damn, how much? Because I've just been going. Yes, you got oracle cards, and yes, I'm pulling clarifiers as I did for group 2 and 1. Now you have the divine feminine. Some of you may be in separation from it. Sometimes when we're in separation from the divine feminine, we're in a very dominant survival mode. Okay, for my workaholics and my perfectionists, those that over intellectualize things, you are in your ego right now. And the divine feminine is to say, laugh a little. Here's Dharma again. It says humor. And then look at this word. This is crazy because I didn't read any of these cards before I got started. I shuffled them and I said we'll go through them together. So it has, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So focus. Now, is focusing on the lighter side of life the distraction? Spirit says no. Cool. Well, this thing that's haunting Di, or this friend from the past that takes our focus away sometimes, cannot be the same as this green, which is heart, and could not be the same as this humor or this little lucky Buddha. So sometimes what's the opposite of lucky? Unlucky. What's the opposite of love from green? Envy, jealousy, like the Wicked Witch of the West type deal. And for some of y'all with this, it says divine feminine, don't get me wrong, but if I read between the lines, it's a broad for some of you from the past that could get you distracted. And I don't know if that's the best. I can't tell you what to do. But if your work and your purpose is involved, and then your trust is involved, we wouldn't want to work so hard to heal and overcome things just to fall victim to a past behavior that puts us in direct alignment to be disappointed. That would suck ass. Okay? I'm going to pull some cards because, like, I noticed, I told you guys through the analytics, I didn't know I had so many guy watchers. So I can't just be like, girls, 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 divine feminine, this you, girl, and all that kind of stuff. It could be a guy, and I feel like burnt out chasing something. Okay, we got the camel, the fish, the Seven of Pentacles, wanting past efforts to be rewarded, losing energy, and full of emotions. Yikes. Oh, man. We got fish and shark. Now, the shark gonna eat the fish. The fish is focused. I'm sorry, the shark is focused. The fish can go in any direction. Now, here we have working on our emotions, our destructiveness. Yeah, that's what I have to do when I check myself, because it'll be something that irritates you, piss you off, disappoint you. It's a distraction. For some of you, it could be a person. And just like the elephant, that did come to my mind, and I didn't even say nothing. The sea serpent is also a spirit card, but does that, like something that is provoked by life, the universe, you know, which is like subconscious or energy connected universal laws. Even if there wasn't a conscious being guarding us, governing us, guiding us, it's so perfectly arranged where energy thoughts are going to do a thing that a god or a guide is supposed to do. It's gonna operate on its own. as long as consciousness exists, right? Or even if it don't. Because how could it? I don't know. That's another question. It might be a family member that's shaded for some of you guys. I ain't gonna hold you. Or just poor health because of poor choices. Damn. Because I saw some things. Getting what you want, still not wanting it, disappointment. Got it. Attention seeking, temporary thrills. Got it. Okay. We're going to get a clarifier for the tarantula before I get blocked. And it came back out. So there's that. We have the moon. Something that you don't see. And then we have the hawk who is warning of something that you don't see. And then we have a purge. So something being purged out of your energy that comes in a time where you're usually reflecting on why something ain't what it's supposed to be yet. Okay. We have the divine feminine with, oh, look at that, with the high priestess and the 7 of pentacles. Somebody may have an issue with waiting or having patience or get scared when they don't hear back or don't hear nothing and start tripping. All kind of stuff. But there could be a purge coming. It's a warning about that. And don't be distracted. Oh, elephant. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's why you get provoked and go through these situations, because there's still something in there that could hinder you from being what you're trying to be. So it's like, I got to get that out of you if you want to be who you want to be. So here's a situation to provoke a reaction to either evolve you or knock you on your butt. So that is what I have. I do hope that it helps. Oh wait, did I do? Let me see. I want to make sure. How much time did I? Let's see. I think I did that right. Like, well, yeah, because I mean, I ain't got to be particular like that. I just wanted to make sure I dedicated the same amount of time to you guys that I dedicated to the other groups, but it felt like it was kind of short. Let me pull a clarifier for the divine feminine. Okay. This something may require, for some of you it's finance, for others of you it's purpose driven. It could involve pushing you to be braver, and through it all the advice is, because it's going to happen, this is about to happen, to try and find the things that you're happy about to pull you through those moments. Now, this might not be an omen of some sort. That is definitely the omen card, but it's also the purge card. But I'm not trying to put a purge or an omen on your timeline, so I like to be practical. This could also be advice for any human being that cares about something, because it may not always go the way you want it to go, and you're going to react. And if how you react is bad for your health, gets you in trouble, or just overwhelms you and distracts you from doing your work, because I was in a relationship that distracted me from doing my work. Motherfucker pissed me off every time he took me to work, and then he took me to work in my own fucking car, so I'm sitting there mad, and the motherfucker gone in my car while I'm sitting at work. That is annoying. Also, rage, anger, lashing out and shit is not healthy. And then you have unknown health issues that you wouldn't really know are kicking your ass until later in life. And it's like, well, you could have just, you know. So then for the people, like I said, the focus and the path and spirit doing this, yeah. If you want to be whatever you want to be, and it's something in you that is keeping you from being that, you have to get that out of you. And if you can't do it or aren't doing it, then we got to do it. And I say we as in like your guides or whoever. It's like, it's our job. Like, what the fuck? You'll be okay. And then that's why the human card is right there. So, there we have it. That's it. That was dope though, because that could be life changing. I'll take that over some coddling fluff cake shit that I be seeing on YouTube any day. Until next time.